Hello. Hello. Welcome to my channel. It's been a long time since I posted a video, y'all. Your girl was getting her master's degree. Okay. Yes, but I took like a long time off YouTube to focus on going to school. And yeah, I'm back now. I'm back and I'm excited to kick off my channel with this review. As you can see from the description, we are going to be talking about the Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. I am still like living in the awe, the remnants of the awe of this movie. I just saw it yesterday. I was so excited for it and it surpassed my expectations. Just to let you guys know, this is a spoiler review. If you're new to my channel, hello, welcome. You can see from my other videos, even though they're older, the vibe is still the same. I got a little bit of a new backdrop, but the vibe is still the same. We do movie reviews, we do lyric analysis, song lyric analysis, we do book reviews, and it's really a conversation about the art, right? I am not a film critic yet. I see that in my future though. That's something I want to do. But I just like talking about movies, like as if we were all just sitting on a couch, having some snacks, whatever. We were just talking about the movie and what we liked about it. That's how I do. I don't have a formal approach. That being said, let's get into this movie, y'all. Ryan Coogler. How dare that white bank teller try to not give Ryan Coogler his funds? Sorry, that's a side note. Ryan Coogler did amazing. It's Afro, futurism, but it's the conversations and the family dynamic feels so real and authentic, even though you're in this fantasy setting. The backdrop is very fantasy, very sci-fi. But the core family values and the way they talk to each other, the way they interact with each other, the characters, Angela Bassett's character, Queen Ramonda, all the relationships are very genuine and organic to me. And it's just a nice juxtaposition with the sci-fi out of this world. There are literally no flaws with this movie, in my opinion. I will say there are some times where I feel like the world feels small. Not sometimes. There's one time in particular, where Angela Bassett's character, Queen Ramonda, and Shuri were at the water, and there was elephants around. I felt like it could have felt a little more vast, but other than that, there was no flaws. There was no flaws, baby, no flaws in this movie. It's like a 3-hour long movie, and you are glued the whole time, right? So let's just start off by talking about how, Chadwick Boseman, the Black Panther, how his memory was treated, because it was beautiful from the way they treated, so in the movie, to mind you, this is a spoiler review, or not even review, a spoiler conversation. The movie, he died of a sickness too, right? Of an illness too. And Shuri's frantically, in the beginning of the movie, she's frantically trying to save him. She's trying to find a cure, basically. And he dies in the same way he died in natural life, from an illness. And the funeral for him in this movie, y'all, is chilling, right? It's just, you feel, and so I'm telling you right now, this movie evokes tears from a deep place too, not a shallow, I don't want to call it shallow, but if you see someone die in a movie, and it's they're dying in a fictional movie, but the actor's still alive, it hits different, you know what I'm saying? It's Black Panther for Black people is a big deal. It's another thing that kind of culturally binds us together, and the way that funeral felt so real, y'all. I was in the theaters doing this, trying to keep my eyes because they were hurting. I was I can't be, I didn't even, it was just too much. But even from the opening part with Marvel comes in and that font, the traditional Marvel logo comes in the beginning of the movie, how it had his Chadwick Boseman slides as the Black Panther all through and all his interactions. I miss him. You know, like, dang, I'm just really happy with the way they made, the way we memorized him with this movie. And I say we, I know Ryan Coogler did the movie, but it feels such like a collaborative, like, I love the way they handle that. And his memory is not like a little one-off thing either. It's not like first part of the movie and then they kind of just move on. No, he is being brought up. He's like almost still there. Like he's not there in the flesh, but his memory is very much alive through the characters. They're mentioning him, just like you would if a loved one died in your family, right? All talking of them. Well, most times, all talking of that person doesn't just cease. You try to remember the good moments, or you remember things they said in that moment. That's what I mean by the organic family dynamic of Black Panther that I really appreciate. It was very much a tribute and a celebration, right? The score of the movie, really quick. That I don't even know how to do it. It was given us, but in a good way. Like, I love the seriousness of the score. It really made the movie like more rich. It was almost like horror sound effects. And that's what I like about this movie. Even though it's not extremely graphic and bloody and gory, it doesn't feel super PG. It still feels like intense. And it's something like really for kids and adults, right? It feels very intense. And that music, that sound effect I'm talking about, like, I don't know, it was doing something for me with the movie. I was like, this is really good. Like, I love that intensity of the score, right? It's beautifully paced. It's like I said, it's a 3-hour movie, but the pacing is done so perfectly. Like, I don't feel like anything was rushed. I don't feel like any conclusions were rushed. I don't feel like things were just happening out of nowhere, popping up. The villain was so well. Let's talk about the villain. Huerta as Namor. I think we're saying that right. Hopefully I am. He was amazing, like amazing. Like, I felt his, like, when he and Letitia Wright was having that moment down under the sea in his castle. Like, you felt like the seriousness, like he didn't have to be overly grimacing. Like, it's just like a serious tone. Like, oh, I've seen some things and I'm about that life, kind of. But the villain was so good. The villain was so fresh. Like, how fresh of a villain was that? Like, even the backstory didn't feel like outlandish to me. Like, sometimes these villains be feeling. Sometimes these villains be like having the craziest backstories, y'all. Or sometimes they're just redundant. This was just so fresh to me. Like, the villain was so fresh. Like I'm saying, he flying around with wings on his ankles. And I didn't feel like super whiplashed out of like the seriousness aspect or the real aspect of the movie either. Like, that villain was chef's kiss. Well done. I never heard that villain. I'm gonna have to look more up in that villain. See, I'm sure it's obviously a villain from the comics, but I never heard of him before or anything like that. It was beautiful to me, beautifully done. I love the portrayal of their whole like village backstory. I love like consuming the plant, and I like that the plant was not a forgotten aspect in the movie, because remember Michael B. Jordan's character, Fearmonger. Is his name Fearmonger? Lord Jesus, Killmonger. Why did I say Fearmonger? Killmonger burnt all those plants, right? And I almost forgot about that, but I'm so glad that the movie like brought it, like made it seem like, made that an important part. Like, it was kind of one of the essential parts. Like, it's how Shuri came. I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. We talk about that actress, the beautiful Black actress who played Ironheart, Dominique Thorne, who played Ironheart. Talk about like genuinely funny. This is what I mean. Like, we have that girl in our family. A lot of us do. It was so like organically and authentically funny that like, it didn't even feel like insert comedic relief. You know what I mean? Sometimes movies like, it's cue the funny guy. No, it didn't feel like that at all. Like, she was legit funny and like so believable, right? I love her intro, how she just came, like how her opening scene was her like going to check Boy, like, where's my money? Grabbing his phone, like, where's my money? That whole little segment was fire to me. I was like, yes, girl, check him, Venmo, Cash App, something. Yes, girl, get your coin, like, whatever, like, a beautiful Black, it's just bomb, like, we see Iron Man doing all that, and, like, I love that Shuri is that side, brainy like that, and then we have another brainiac Black woman, and she's funny, she's dope, loved her character so much, I love their interaction, I just really love that chemistry of Okoye, Shuri, and Riri. Like, that was just a beautiful, like I love that, like, banter they had in the garage when they're all trying to decide when Shuri was like, we need to split up. Shuri was trying to get that motor. It's so genuine to me. It's more genuine than, a lot of the interactions of, like, say, for Peter Parker and, his aunt. And happy when he came on the scene and all that. You know, I'm just throwing that out for comparison. It's just genuine. Visuals and the costume designs are always on point. They were on point last movie. They were this time. Colors, the way that colors just radiate off black skin is just beautiful. I really love the color palette of this movie, like, if that is the right word. Just the aesthetic of the movie is always very, like, colorful, right? And kind of grand. Like I said, there are moments where sometimes I feel like it can feel bigger just because it's Africa. And you know, Africa's it's huge, it's vast landscapes. The way that the like color palette works together in different scenes, like this scene is like this color palette, this scene is like this color palette. It's like something I've noticed. Maybe that's not a thing, but I've kind of noticed it, and I love that. I honestly love that about the film because the colors kind of tell a story themselves, and it's just, I love that. I have to just say, like, Shuri as Black Panther, period. Shuri, I loved her Black Panther. It's like she's finding her legs. Like when she got into the fight with No More, the way she was just like coming into her own. Like we see like that awakening, right? Where she feels like, oh my God, this is the mantle. Like this is my, you know, real birthright calling. She's kind of stepping into herself, finding her legs, right? And we saw Chadwick, when he played Black Panther, his character doing that too in the beginning, right? Kind of like, you know, finding their abilities. And I just love that in any hero when they're like playing that moment when they're like playing with what they can do. I love that little moment they gave us when she punched the suit and it flew, period. So good. And can we just talk about the ending? They wanted our tears this movie. The ending, when the son came, when Nakia brought his son out, when Nakia brought T'Challa's son out, he was like, I know my real name. Yes, you do, period. You are royalty, young king. That was just the perfect cherry on top. Because the whole movie, I'm like, girl, why would you not show up to his funeral? There is no excuse. Like, why would you not show up? Like, I was like, her excuses ain't excusing. I didn't get her excuses. Like, why was you not at the funeral? And then I saw it in this clip, and I was like, the fact he prepared them, and the fact that this is real life for, you know what I'm saying? That is just like something I've never seen a movie do. I've never seen a movie treat, and the movies, out of the movies I've seen, maybe there are movies out there, I've never seen them handle, not even handle, but like celebrate a person's life in such like a beautiful and closely related and intimate way through film. Like when this happens, when the situation happens where an actor, you know, who's a part of a movie dies, you know, or passes. Never seen it done like this. The movie left a great impact on me. I want to see it again. 10 out of 10 recommend. Go see Black Panther if you have not yet. Highly recommend. Guys, I'm gonna be posting more. Next, I'm trying to post at least once a week until I can work my way up to twice a week. In my posting day, I'm hoping to, you know, stay consistent and have my video posted every Monday. Whether it's talking about a book, whether it's talking about a movie. I will be honest, I have a lot more movie ideas coming to me right now. And I don't want to say, you know, I'm going to probably mostly be doing movies. So now this is a only strictly movie reviewing channel. I don't want to cut myself off from talking about literature because I love poetry. I have a lot of things I'm working on my own when it comes to my own poetry. Also music. I'm a big music head, a rap head. I'm a student of rap. And so I don't want to cut those things off of, you know, I'm still going to be doing song lyric analysis, and still going to be talking about movies. And still going to be talking about literature of all types. But I do have a lot of movie ideas lined up, and I want to do those ideas. So, well, stick with me, subscribe, please like, share. I'm just a regular girl, just talking about stuff, talking about movies. And yeah, please go see Black Panther, support Black Panther, Ryan Coogler. Thank you, Lupita Nyong'o. Thank you for Letitia Wright. Thank you, Angela Bassett. Thank you, all the beautiful beautiful queens and kings that came together in this film. It was amazing. Peace, y'all.